Okay, here's the next part to that question that we just answered. And it says, what if our loved ones or the people that we interact with in this life are still living their lives out here? Do we just watch over them? And is that how mediumship can occur? So, mediumship is going to be something different than just watching over someone. So, we aren't necessarily watching over anyone. Can we still interact with them in the ethereal space? Absolutely. We have to remember that our consciousness isn't here inside the third dimensional realm. Our body does not create consciousness, or consciousness created the body. So our consciousness, again, is on the pool deck, and that's where everyone's consciousness is. So when this body, this observation point of this body is complete, the only difference is our consciousness is no longer observing life. So for me, my consciousness is no longer observing what life is like through Marin's eyes, or what life is like through your eyes when your body is complete, when your life here is complete. We don't actually have to watch over anyone, because remember, just like us, they are living out a life that is whole, total, and complete, meaning that they are going to be experiencing all sides to every situation they encounter, all sides to every choice they ever make, and whatever potential that displays outside of that. The way mediumship occurs, and mediumship is a huge word, and I'm going to guess that you're talking about after-death communication. As we are living out this life, we have a certain energetic code, and part of that code is an ethereal code that is for time and eternity. And part of that is a code that says this is what our body, our tangible holographic body, is for the display here in this projection. So we are all learning each other's. When you and I interact, I am going to meet you, I'm going to get to know you, and as I'm doing that, I am learning your ethereal code along with your earthbound code. So the ethereal code is kind of covered up or blanketed in the temporary earthbound code. Once the body is complete, the earthbound code just kind of dissipates. And so we'll just say that's earth or third dimensional energy, and it goes back out and is recycled and used maybe in plants or in the air or in the ground, or however our energy here on earth was used, it's going to recycle. Our ethereal code doesn't ever change, and that is the music note that we become. So because our consciousness is outside of the third dimensional realm, it is in that ethereal space, our brain acts as a receiver. And this is just a very basic way to look at it. And I think it helps with visualizing this potential. So our consciousness is on the swimming pool deck and our diamond is in the water. What's happening is our diamond, our brain, our body is an electromagnetic organism, and it has a huge filtration system that is part of that. We have ethereal information around us all the time, information that is not relevant to our life. There's information that's not relevant to Earth, and there's information that's not even relevant to this third dimensional realm that we exist in. And our brain's job is to take this information that is everywhere and say, okay, does this look familiar? And if it looks kind of familiar, our brain starts bringing it in. Okay, is this information relevant? And the more relevant it is, the more our brain brings it in, and the more it displays whatever this information is. Whether it's a math, whether it's a conversation, whatever it is, or the projection of our environment, the flowers, anything else. So our brain is taking this amazing information and translating it into something recognizable that we can understand in some way, shape, or form. If we don't understand it and it is relevant, We will learn it and then we will apply it. If we don't learn it, if we don't apply it, if we don't see how it benefits our life here or helps our life here or is part of our life here, our brain ends up disregarding it and pushes it out. So we don't need it anymore because it's not relevant. So imagine you're in algebra class and you're learning and studying and you're cramming for an exam and you never use algebra again. Your brain doesn't hold on to that. It doesn't need to. When someone dies or when we die and we have left others behind, so for me, I'll use my son. When he leaves a message or when he reaches out and just wants to say, I love you, because that's essentially what all the messages mean, my brain is going to say, I know, or my filtration system is going to say, I know this code, it is familiar, it is relevant, and then it brings it in and I can recognize that message or that little flower or whatever it is, that message of love from my son. And I can know it's from him because my brain takes that code and says, oh, that's David. So mediumship is just part of the filtration process that we use every single day. And we are all in a constant state of mediumship all the time. Just like we are all in a state of remote viewing, whether you can see or not see, everything around us. Everything outside of our body is remotely viewed, remotely touched, remotely tasted, remotely heard. And our brain is bringing these frequencies in and translating them into something that is recognizable to us.